about, right, I think? Hi, I'm Carol Moon, and I'm the humane educator in New York City for Farm Sanctuary. But this evening I'm here to talk about the foie gras issue because we have a really, really vibrant grassroots campaign going on in the city to ban the sale in New York City of foie gras and to ban the production in New York State. Being a teacher, I brought along a visual aid, okay? Just because I think not everybody realizes what we're talking about here. As John mentioned, it is the force feeding of ducks. It's done 3 times a day, 1/10 of their body weight each time. So I tell this to kids in school because it just amazes me. That's 30% of their body weight a day. Now you think how much you weigh and think if you had to eat that much food every day, it's just horrendous. So despite the industry trying to say this is not cruel, we are going forward with our efforts to ban this. We have a meeting coming up Thursday night at Jiva Mukti Yoga, which is, I believe it's 481 Broadway between 13th and 14th Streets. We've already got 50 to 60 activists on the ground working on this. If you come to the meeting, you can get involved any way that feels right to you. We've got different committees, among them the restaurant committee. They've already called hundreds of restaurants about this to try to get them to stop serving foie gras. The grocery store committee is a big one. Whole Foods has already stopped selling it. We had quite a run-in with Fairway Market over the holidays. They put up the most outrageous, objectionable sign, which was just absolutely insulting to people. Yeah, I mean, it was something like 85% of people are opposed to the way foie gras is produced, and yet they're saying, oh, it's not cruel, don't listen to those animal rights activists, they probably can't even spell it. I mean, it was truly insulting. And so we were invited, more or less, to go and leaflet outside their store, which we did on December 30th and on New Year's Eve. We were there both days, and we did succeed in getting the manager of the Upper West Side Fairway on 74th and Broadway to take the sign down. So we got a little bit of action there. I have talked with him since, and our national office is working with the corporate management of Fairway, and we're going to have a big push to get this out of their shelves, out of their stores also. So the restaurant committee is a good one to work on. The legislative action committee, John just told you what's going on with that. But we've been encouraging people to call Christine Quinn or write her a letter, to write to Alan Gerson and encourage him to go ahead with this and to write their own city council person. We've got a PR and media awareness committee, an internet outreach committee, religious outreach, educational and college outreach. There's a volunteer coordinating committee and a fundraising committee. This is kind of exciting because in March, I believe, we're going to have a big fundraising event at Jiva Mukti Yoga, and Russell Simmons will be the chair for that, so that should be kind of exciting. And you know, it's a good sign that foie gras is all over the news. What happened in Chicago, no, it's not all positive, but people are talking about it. And as I said, polls show that most people oppose this method of production. And right here in the city, even the fact that Christine Quinn was deluged with so many letters and phone calls over this issue that she made up a letter and sent it out. I got one, I'm sure a number of you got one. She's taking an interest, she has to respond. So, you know, just by the fact that we're getting this attention, it's a really good thing. At any rate, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I know everybody's hungry, including meeting Thursday night if you can, to join this effort. I think we're really going to make a difference in this. Also, Thursday, right before the meeting, at Museum of Modern Art, Sue Coe, the internationally acclaimed artist, is going to be speaking there, and she's promised to include some foie gras information in her talk. So there's going to be a handful of us leafleting from about 5 to 6:30 in front of the MoMA restaurant because they sell foie gras.
What?
Yeah, so if anybody would like to join us, there are only 2 of us right now. We just need a handful, but we'd like to make our presence known. And, you know, anything you can do would be very helpful.